Hi guys, it is Shalila77 coming to you with another journal. This one is called Sewing Dreams. It measures a 9 by 6 and has a 2¼ inch spine, has 118 coffee tea dye pages inside. So this journal was a labor of love. This journal is just pieces of fabric that I had. Some of it was coffee dyed, tea dyed. Some of it is just raw. And then there is watered down acrylic black paint used on the front cover and the back cover. So just pieces of music, gray, and then this watercolor fabric that I have. This one, yellow embroidery thread throughout. Yellow embroidery thread used for the 4 signatures. And then the front cover, there is 2 suspender clips held together with some brads and some denim that has been hand stitched. The journal has also been sewing machine stitched around and then in random spots as well. So let's go inside. Now for the straps, they are 2 layers. It does have room to expand, so if you do put more in here, there is room. On the front cover, I just have a number 4, a circle piece from a camera cutout, just a circle piece, a yo-yo that has been onion dyed with red onion dye, and then just a top of a sewing digital. And then this is just a piece of a linen cloth and some embroidery thread there as well. So the inside cover is using denim. You could see some stitching in here, and just some muslin fabric to cover up. There is felt in between these 2 layers. This is just a pocket that I made with some digitals that I got, and these are from Sweet Pea Curiosities haberdashery kit or something, I believe. So those go in there. And then this is a vintage Singer paper bag. I believe it carried the patterns in it. I just glued it down. And then there is 2 in here, 2 coasters, or you could do whatever you want. There is embroidery thread throughout. There is also sewing machine stitching with the blue thread throughout as well, and that is pretty much using the same fabrics that are on the main cover as well. So that it goes in there, and there's just digitals throughout here. I did not include any of my collage ephemera. I will throw a little bit extra in there as well, just so you guys had it. This is a digital paper kit behind it as well. There's a coffee dyed envelope. More digitals. And then I included these page protectors. So this is a music paper that has been texture paste on it, and it is just slightly colored. You can go over this with ink to make it stand out. And then just regular coffee tea dye paper inside of here. And this is from a book, a magazine or something on stitching things. It's just a smorgasbord. This is like wedding paper. And now inside of this, there are 4 pieces of fabric with some embroidery thread, and then there is a needle down here, so you can practice embroidery on these as well and make your own journal. Like I said, there is 4 throughout this journal in regards to these panels, so you could do your own little testing. There's a big pocket here. Another piece of pattern This is ring bound paper, and I did include little fancy trim yarns and a lace through those holes. Another coffee dyed envelope. Just little tucks down there. This little flip up. This is embroidery paper or cross stitch paper, I believe. Dictionary pages, just number pages. This is from that wedding scrapbooking album. This is, I want to say like a Spanish bingo or something. To be honest, guys, I have no clue. This is on a biology book in another language. This is some newspaper print paper. Another folder. And just some scraps. More texture paste. Another page from that wedding album or wedding scrapbooking paper. Another fabric with some embroidery thread. Another envelope that flips out. Dictionary page. A little tuck spot here. I believe my mom made this, guys. Don't quote me on it. I don't know. I just found it in my stash and was like, we'll do something with it. And I did put texture paste on it. That I know. But to be honest, I have no clue where it came from. Thanks to whoever. And then on this page, again, there is 4 signatures in here and 118 pages, just in case. This is just a Yahtzee game score sheet I threw in there. Some more ephemeras from that haberdashery kit. The whole entire digital is all from that one kit. And I just thought it just worked perfect in here. I apologize for not including any of my collage images, but I will throw a couple in there. And then there's a little tuck spot back there. And then on this side is another piece of fabric with some embroidery thread. Another envelope, flips up. Dictionary page, number page. This came scalloped like that, and I just texture paste on that. This is from Blue Printer ink. When I got a new printer, you know, all those inks don't go for that printer, so I literally just soaked them in some water and got the blue color out. I think that's the last of it. Just a dictionary booklet, a music note, and just some texture paste. This is on like a little bit of hard cardstock. Those little things you get from greeting cards, those little posts that say Mom at the top. I cut Mom off and just used it since it was already done. More clear paper. I just thought that would be cool that you could put embroidery threads in there, sewing some fabrics that you were sewing, and just paper clip it shut. More texture paste. Another invoice. Another paper bag that I texture paste on. Biology book. And just a little slip here, a little belly band action. And a little envelope flip. And another piece of fabric. the other little coaster or whatever you want to do with it. I just thought it was cool and threw it in there. And the back cover, just some tuck spots and the brads to hold those closures on. And back cover. Now this will be listed in my Etsy shop. A link will be down below, guys. Thanks for watching. I do want to let you know I am going to have a couple of de-stash videos. I do have tons of items that I'm not using. First ones up are going to be broken pieces of jewelry. And then I also got embossing folders that I have not been using. So I figured I'll let them go to a good home. So be on the lookout for those videos, and thanks again guys for watching. Have a great day.